Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a first impressions try on style of all the things that I picked up at the drugstore. I went to Walgreens and Walmart yesterday and I went a little crazy, and I basically have a full face here of all products that I purchased. They're not all new at the drugstore, but they're all new to me. I've never tried these products before. I'm very excited to get into this, and I'm just going to be giving you guys how my first impressions of how I feel about them. So let's just dive into these products. You just want to see how I feel about these products, just keep on watching. So for primer, I picked up the Milani Prime Correct. This says that it's made for medium to dark skin tones, and it says it color corrects dullness and minimizes the look of pores, which I have pores, I have dull skin, and I have dark spots. And it also says that it creates a smooth canvas for makeup. It has green tea extract, mulberry leaf extract to tone and smooth skin for a bright, healthy looking complexion. So I'm just gonna apply this to my skin, and it's actually a orangish color, which I remember when I would see like color correcting orange would be great for like dark spots and stuff. So I'm just gonna apply this to my skin, and I love the way it feels. It feels so like smooth. It doesn't feel like it's tacky, or it doesn't feel like it's just sitting. It feels like it's actually melting into my skin, so that's a really good sign. I didn't get an eyeshadow base, unfortunately, but I did pick up the Wet n Wild concealer, the Photofocus concealer, and this is in the shade dark. This is in the shade dark cocoa. So I'm just going to be using that to prime my eyelids, because I've been loving, honestly, using concealer as primer for my lids. I don't even use primer anymore for like eyelid primer anymore. I just use concealer. So let's see how this concealer works out. Alright, so my face and my eyes are all primed, and now I'm just ready to start the eye look. I picked up from the drugstore, I picked up the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. This is the Color Icon in Comfort Zone, and this is more like a bold one, because the other ones that I saw was like, oh, these are usually colors that I go for. Like the other one was like a bronzy-ish palette, one was like a purpley with like burgundy shades. I was like, okay, so let me just pick up something new that I usually don't wear. So I'm just gonna use these colors right here. I love how it tells you what they're made for. Like this says transition on it, and this says transition as well. So I love how these are like the bigger ones, because those really are like more so colors that you would use for transitions. And I'm guessing this would be like a highlight shade, and then these would be like lid colors or whatever you want to do with them. But I usually don't pick up palettes like this, so I'm just excited to see what kind of look I'll make with this. I'm actually thinking about using that blue right here, and maybe this, and just doing something different that I usually don't do. Okay, so I'm going to actually be taking this shade right here first, and I'm just going to be applying that to my eyelids, like on top right here as my transition shade. And I'm taking this Morphe E27 brush. This is like my go-to brush whenever I'm doing like a transition shade, because it's so big and fluffy. So I always just dip that in there. I'm just going to be applying that as my transitional shade. Alright, so usually these types of shades don't really show up much on my skin tone. I have very dark eyelids, so I'm just going to try to see if I can build that transition shade a little bit more. So I'm just going to go in again and apply a little bit more. Now I'm going to be taking this pinkish shade, and I'm just going to be applying that I'm going to be applying that on my crease area. Like I'm just going to be applying that really on my crease. So I feel like that transition shade kind of got lost, the first shade I put right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back and apply it a little again on top of that burgundy pinkish shade. But so far I really like this palette. It's very pigmented. For my lid, I'm just going to take, I wanted to use the blue, but I feel like, hold on, let me see. Oh, this is not even like a blue. This is like a iridescent-y blue. So I'm thinking about using the blue and then putting this on top of it. Let's see how that would work. Hold on, let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is really, really cute. Ooh. Freaking love this eyeshadow. It is so pigmented. It is amazing and it's beautiful. Beautiful, you guys. Beautiful. Hands down, great eyeshadow palette and worth the $4 that I paid. So I'm just gonna go again in that transition, that pinky color. I just want to put that a little bit more in my crease. I feel like it's not showing up like I want it to. Gosh, so nice. Okay, so I was thinking about putting this pink color in the center of it, but I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know. Part of me is like, maybe I should just keep it safe. But a part of me really wants to try everything side by side. So that means they must go together, right? Let's just try that. Let me just try to put this on the center. I don't really like how it looks, so I'm just going to put this back on there. I highlight my brow bone with this shade right here. For my inner corners, I'm gonna take that same shade and just pop that in the inner corners. I'm gonna do like the smudging of my lower lash line, all that, after I do my foundation. For foundation, I actually picked up the CoverGirl Trueblend Matte Made. CoverGirl is actually cruelty free now, and I'm so happy because they are such a big brand. CoverGirl has been around for years and years, and the fact that they've gone cruelty free is such a change, and showing that, you know what, a big brand such as them can be cruelty free. And when I first saw the ad, I was like, I went out and purchased the foundation because I was really like interested in it. When I saw all the reviews, everyone was talking about how it's amazing, and unfortunately at the time when this initially came out, they weren't cruelty free, but now that they are, I was like, okay, I've always wanted to try this, so I purchased the foundation. I'm gonna link down an article as well in my description box showing you guys where it's saying that it's cruelty free, and if you follow me on Instagram, you can see where I posted it. I actually took a screenshot from CoverGirl's page and put it on my Instagram showing that their ad saying that they're cruelty free now. So I picked up the shade D40 and the shade D60. I didn't know which one to pick, so I just got both. I got Toasted Almond, which is D60, and Deep Bronze, which is D40. When I put D40 on my hand and I rub it in, it looks a little bit more warm toned, and when I put D60, it looks a little bit more reddish. So I don't know if I should just mix the two, or I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna try D40 first. And I haven't used this brush in a really long time. This is my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. So I'm gonna take D40 and just one pump, and I'm gonna apply this to my face. This is definitely a thicker consistency because this is a matte foundation. So it definitely has a very thick, like a thicker consistency, but I do like it a lot. I just wish my skin was smoother and it would apply a little bit nicer, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. For concealer, I'm gonna be taking the Wet n Wild concealer in Dark Cocoa. This is another concealer this is pretty thick too. This concealer has a very thick consistency as well, so I really like that about it. Just gonna be applying that. At first I thought that this would have been too dark for me, but this is definitely a highlight shade for me. This is for sure highlight. I'm gonna apply a little bit right here with the buffing brush from Real Techniques. I haven't used these brushes in a really long time. To set all that in, I actually purchased the Milani translucent medium to deep setting powder. So I'm just going to basically set my whole face with this powder right here. If I could just open that up. So now that I'm done with, oh, I didn't even highlight. So for highlighter, I actually picked up two highlighters. I picked up the Wet n Wild highlighting powder. I know these have been around for a while, I just never got to it. And I also picked up the e.l.f. baked highlighter. Now I've heard so many great things about the e.l.f. one and so many great things about the Wet n Wild ones. But for the e.l.f. one, I did hear that you have to like scrape off a layer of it, and then after you scrape off a layer it's going to work, because right now when I put my finger and I blend it in, like it's very powdery. So I'm gonna scrape off one of the layers. So I scraped off one of the layers, and I'm going to be using this, and I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild one to highlight my face. So I'm gonna be taking, of course, my Morphe 501 highlighting brush. I love this brush so much, and I'm gonna be using this to apply my highlighter. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of the Wet n Wild one on top of the e.l.f. one, but this by itself is a pretty good highlight, and it's very inexpensive. I think it was like $4. I think it was $4. And then the Wet n Wild one, there was like a big sale going on at the Walgreens near my house, so I paid like $2.50 for this, which is really good. I'm gonna go back to my eyes, and to smudge my lower lash line, I'm just gonna be using this shade right here to use that to smudge my lower lash line. Brush right here. So I'm done with the eyeshadow part of my eyes, and now I was thinking about doing a wing for this look, but I suck at wings so bad. I purchased this gel eyeliner from e.l.f. This is the cream gel liner in just black, just black. It's just called black, and I'm gonna be creating a wing on top of this. And like I said, if you don't want to see a sucky wing, just keep moving on. Just skip this part. Just decided to just do like an eyeliner on top, and I accidentally like messed up on this eye, so I'm gonna go back in the palette and just take a little bit of that blue and with my finger and just go over a little bit of that. Like this blue, you guys, is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this eyeshadow. This blue is beautiful. I'm actually going to be trying this e.l.f. It's the 3-in-1 mascara. It says that it lengthens, defines, and volumizes your lashes, and this was about, I think, $4. So I'm just going to be using this. And if you look at the brush right here, it's very like, you know, like cool, because if you want to use this side, or you can just use the top part to do your lashes, I like that. So let's see how this mascara works. This is not clumpy at all. This mascara is really good. Like it separates all my lashes. Does it give my lashes a lot of volume? I wouldn't say it gives my lashes a lot of volumes. I think it defines my lashes, but the volume part, I don't really think it gives my lashes a lot of volume. I'm going to be trying the Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Cinnamon Toast. And I also picked up the Wet n Wild Coloricon Lip Gloss. They have the whole astrology one. And I got Virgo because I'm a Virgo. So I'm going to do some lip combo with these two right here. When I saw I've always wanted to try the Jordana lip creams. I feel like Jordana doesn't get a lot of love. Like, nobody makes videos about Jordana, and I wish more people would talk about it because it's not a bad brand. Loco lip liner is amazing. I love that one. So, and this smells just like cupcakes. It smells so good. Okay, so this shade is really pretty. It's very natural, and this is not like drying or anything at all. Like, it doesn't even do that like tacky, like sticking together thing. This is actually really good lip creams. These are really good. I like it. I like this color. It feels really nice. And so now I'm gonna go over top that color with this lip gloss. I'm so excited to try this lip gloss because I've been really into astrology lately, and of course I'm a Virgo, so I had to pick my sign. So I'm just gonna put this over it. This lip gloss is actually pretty too. I feel like it matches with my eyes. I have everything smelt together. I'm just gonna be taking my Morphe Continuous Settings Mist. I've been in love with this mist a lot, so I'm just gonna be using that to set everything together. I sprayed quite a bit, but you know what? Who cares? Alright, so guys, this is the final look. I feel like I liked everything I tried. I think my favorite item, I'm stuck between the eyeshadow palette and the lip cream from Jordana, but I loved everything. The foundation was amazing. Everything was really good. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really ask you guys, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I'm new to YouTube. I don't really know anything about YouTube, but I'm willing to learn a lot. And if there's anything you guys want to see from me, if there's anything you requested for me, please let me know. And thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much, and bye bye.